7 candidates are hoping to become the next mayor of Albuquerque. This race has been dominated by concerns over crime and the sick leave ordinance.
And you have less than an hour now to get out and vote. The polls close at 7. For the first time in 20 years, there is not an incumbent on the ballot. Mayor Richard Barry is not looking for a third term. We've got team coverage of the election with crews spread out throughout the city. Action 7 News reporters Nancy Laughlin, Megan Cruz, Matt Howerton, and Chris Guadaro are talking to the candidates. Sandra Ramirez is covering the sick leave ordinance, and Christine Pay has the latest on where you could still go to vote. Let's start with her. Christine, good evening.
Good evening. Yes, we are live right now at Bandelier Elementary School. This is on Carlisle and Southeast Albuquerque. Let's give you another look at how the line is looking right now at this polling station, one of many throughout the city. And you can see that the line has again gotten longer. You know, more people are probably getting off work right now. They're at their end of the day and they're here to cast their ballots. Now, it has been so far a healthy turnout. At last check, we just got some fresh numbers. Nearly 41,000 voters have shown up so far to vote. Keep in mind also that there have been plenty of early voting ballots that have already been counted. Up to 41,000 of those have already been tallied. Now, even if voters are caught in a longer line than usual, some have told me today that it isn't too bad at all and of course very worth it. We talked to a voter who decided to skip the line here when it was a bit long around the 4 o'clock hour and then used an app that shows where the lines are shorter. So she headed over there, and it just goes to show her determination to vote.
We need so much change in our country and in Albuquerque, so I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled people are voting. You know, it makes me feel good.
Again, you do have an hour to still vote. If you want to make it out to a polling station, those polls again close at 7 o'clock. Reporting live in Southeast Albuquerque, I'm Christine Pay, Action 7 News.
Frontrunner Tim Keller is still busy campaigning tonight. Right now, he's at the Alamosa Community Center in Southwest Albuquerque. Keller tells our Nancy Laughlin, even with a solid lead, he still thinks there will be a runoff. Isn't that right, Nancy?
That is correct, Shelley. He tells me that he has been up since 5 o'clock this morning. He has gone to 10 different voting sites, and he is coming into this race the front runner, according to our partners at the Journal, with a very solid lead, 11 points ahead of his closest opponent. He's also gotten the endorsement of the APD union and the local firefighters. Still, Keller says he thinks there will be a runoff, meaning voters will have to go to the polls again in November and pick between 2 winners from tonight.
I'd be surprised if anyone gets 50%, just with this many candidates running and some, folks with city councilors, county commissioners and things, they're always going to bring a chunk of votes. And so I would be very surprised if anyone got 50.
Okay, Keller tells me that he plans on campaigning until the polls close, and then he's going to be heading over to the Red Door Tap Room downtown tonight to watch the numbers come in. Live at the Alamosa Community Center, I'm Nancy Laughlin, KYT Action 7 News.
And as we told you, Keller is leading the latest polls. The only candidate expected to give him a challenge tonight is Councilor Dan Lewis. And early voting results could give us more insight into a possible runoff. Action 7 News reporter Matt Howerton is at Flick's Brew House, where Lewis's election party will be. Hi, Matt.
Hi, how you doing, Shelley? Yeah, no one is here right now as far as supporters go. Dan Lewis is not here just yet, but we just had his team walk in, and they are putting up posters right now waiting for him to arrive. Councilor Lewis has run a very strong campaign across Albuquerque, promising to be very tough on crime. He's also been very critical about the judicial system within Bernalillo County, saying judges aren't being tough enough on repeat offenders. Lewis, who is a city councilor, has promised us that he wants to work with councilors, his other councilors that he has right now here on the council, to increase officer pay so that they can add more APD officers, make it more lucrative for officers to come here in Albuquerque. One way, like we say, he wants to do that, increase his officers' pay, but he also wants to change up the administration at APD and bring in a new APD chief. Right now, Lewis is polling second amongst voters, very well liked by conservatives. Tim Keller is number 1, and experts say it's very likely he and Keller will get into a runoff if neither of them reach 50% with the polls tonight. But like we said, we'll know a lot more once early voting results start to roll in at 7 p.m. Back to you guys in the studio.
Wayne Johnson says Albuquerque is at a tipping point and needs strong leadership. Action 7 News reporter Chris Guardaro is live at Pelican's Restaurant, where the Bernalillo County Commissioner will wait for results. Chris.
Yeah, mayoral candidate Wayne Johnson just got here to Pelicans as people start to trickle in, eagerly awaiting for those polls to close and the results to start coming in. Now, Wayne Johnson says he played a pivotal part in getting the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office to be fully staffed with deputies, something he says will transition well to hiring more APD officers if he is elected. Now, the District 5 commissioner grew up in Albuquerque and graduated from Sandia High School and UNM. Now he runs a production company and real estate business with his wife. Now, Wayne Johnson says he's already brought millions of dollars and thousands of jobs to the Albuquerque area, something he's looking to build on if he is elected mayor. Live in Northeast Albuquerque, Chris Guardaro, KOAT Action 7 News.
Voters are also deciding if Albuquerque will have to pay their employees for sick leave. Action 7 News reporter Sandra Ramirez is live at the Hotel Andalus. Sandra.
Yeah, guys, and quite the entourage. You voted today. 14 volunteers driving about 7 different trucks that have been doing it since 6 in the morning, visiting different polling sites around the city. Now, oftentimes, Brian right here is on the ground, but oftentimes you'll see him in the truck with a loudspeaker. He'll be chanting Cologne for mayor as well as Viva Albuquerque. You know, we have 1 hour left before polls close. Brian, let me ask you something.
Sure.
What do you want people to know as polls are closing? What do you want people to know about running?
We've just got a little bit of time, but I got to tell you, now is the time to get out and vote. And if you're looking for a candidate who's going to bring this city together, who's going to forget about party affiliation, but just say we're going to take this focus for our priority of beating crime in Albuquerque, I need their vote. Brian Colon for mayor. We're going to push back on crime. We're going to build our economy. We're going to make sure our education system serves our children. We're so glad you're here. Thanks for coming out. We got lots of volunteers on the streets of Albuquerque.
I can see that. Thank you so much, Brian. I really appreciate your time. Again, we have an hour left before the polls close, and we're going to be covering Cologne for the rest of the night. Next stop will be his watch party in Albuquerque tonight. Megan Cruz, KOAT Action 7 News.
Okay, that was clearly Megan Cruz with the Brian Colon watch party. Now we're going to turn it over to Sandra about the sick leave. Sandra.
Yeah, that's right, Doug. Well, when you voted, you may have read this 7-page sick leave ordinance. Now, it calls for employees to earn 1 hour of sick leave for every 30 hours worked. Now, those hours can be used for the employee or their family members. Now, business owners are concerned the sick leave will be abused, and they're concerned that the language, they wouldn't be able to discipline their employees for calling in sick because of the language in the ordinance. The supporters, though, tell me their phone banks have been busy calling people all day long and knocking on doors, making sure voters have the right information.
We've been telling the truth, educating voters all along the way for over a year and a half, really taking down the myths and misinformation.
We are not against sick leave. We're against the language that was in this proposed ordinance that was written by out-of-state special interest groups.
Now, this will be a close one. Sunday's Journal polls show support is at 48%, while 44% are against it. Live in downtown Albuquerque, I'm Sandra Ramirez, KOAT Action 7 News.
And our political analyst Brian Sanderoff is here to help us hash out all these details of the election. We've been hearing a lot about the possibility of a runoff. Even some of the candidates say they expect one. So what do you think? What are the chances?
Well, the chances of a runoff are pretty good. If no candidate receives 50% of the vote, there'll be a runoff between the top 2 candidates. And 4 or 5 of these 8 candidates are going to do pretty well today. So really hard for any one to go over half.
All right, so if there is a runoff, we know it's going to be November 14th, but what can voters expect?
If there's a runoff, then it will occur, as you said, 6 weeks from now.
Okay.
And we'll be starting all over again.
Right.
They'll be raising lots of money in a short period of time. They'll be trying to get their message out. They'll be trying to convince the supporters of the losing candidates to get on their board.
Back to the key issues and what your candidate stands for.
Exactly.
Right. All right, Brian, and you'll be with us throughout the night, so thank you.